And Jesus was, I'll call it this, Jesus' twist on the doctrine, and it wasn't really a twist, it was, again, a revelation. It was where the law was evolving, and he was saying, okay, once you tell your child, you know, that you're raising them up and you give them some boundaries, but then you have to develop them in those boundaries so that they no longer see them as boundaries, but they see them as opportunities. They see it as something constructive. They, you know, when you tell them, again, you know, something like the socket, don't put your hand in the socket, but then you have to educate them on why they don't. Not just that they don't, but why they don't. And that, you know, it's kind of like when I was growing up, my dad would hide chocolate. He would hide it in the, he would lock it away and hide it, because I love chocolate. But then once I'd grown, I could get all the chocolate I wanted. And so I did, and I was about 21, 22 years old, and I developed the hives because I had eaten so much chocolate. And then I was like, you know, I wish somebody had told me why I shouldn't eat a whole lot of it, but not just that I shouldn't. You know, dietarily it was not good for me, but then I realized, wow, this chocolate can do some damage. So, you know, now you don't have to tell me, because if I eat enough, it has negative effects. And, but so here Jesus is saying, you know, you got all your thou shalts, but now it's time, you know, his interpretation or his revelation that he gives about the greatest of the commandments. I mean, you think about it. The law that Moses gave has two components. It deals with man's relationship with God and man's relationship with each other. The first 4 commandments have to do with our relationship to God. Thou shalt have no other God before me. Thou shalt not have any graven image, any likeness of anything that is in heaven or on earth, or beneath, or that is under the water, under the earth, or thou shalt bow thyself down to serve them, for the Lord thy God is jealous. And we know that's that word. God ain't got to be jealous. That's a negative term on God. God is not jealous. God just knows that if you serve anything other than him, you messing up creation. You messing up the whole cycle. But he doesn't have to be jealous. For I am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children. We know that's not true either, to the 3rd and the 4th generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Third one, thou shalt make the name of the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless to take the name in vain. 4th one, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God, and it shall not do any work, thou nor thy son or the daughter or the maidservant or thy cattle, stranger, within the gates of 6 days. The Lord made heaven and earth and the sea, and all them he rested on the 7th. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Those 4 are about our relationship to God. Then it switches. You got 6 more that talk about our relationship to each other. Honor thy father and thy mother, that days upon the land will be long, that the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor the manservant, maidservant, nor the ox, nor his donkey, nor anything of thy neighbor. So, 4 commandments dealing with God, 6 dealing with each other.
You have to be honest.
Huh?
You have to be honest every day.
I thank the Lord for my vision. And it's still a little blurred, but I can make it out. So the Lord, now Moses brought these. Now what Jesus did is condensed. He took the first 4 and said, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, all thy might, and all thy soul. That means your words, you won't speak his name in vain. You won't make another image. You will love God with your whole person. And think about this. With all thy heart, all thy soul, and with all thy mind. That covers mind, body, and spirit. So if you love God with all of those, you won't be able to make a graven image or take his name in vain, or go outside of what God's already ordained. Then he said that's the first. Then he said the second one is like unto it. Now this one is both of these actually, because you think about it, he gives a command of what to do and not what not to do. Because the law, again, when you start telling, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, it has a negative connotation that binds the spirit rather than looses it. This, what Jesus is bringing, actually sets you free in a motion. And it commends or commands you to do something. This one tells you what not to do. Jesus' command tells you what to do. And then the second one, he said, is like unto it. Love thy neighbor as thyself. And on these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. Now that was a good simplification exercise. He broke it down from all of all the gazillions of things that they wrote that you shouldn't do, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. And he broke it down to two verses that are both affirmative and loving, and they encompass, they don't leave anything out. And it boils down to how you deal with yourself. Because remember, we've gone over these verses several times. When does he tell you to love yourself? Where in here does he tell you to love yourself?